Yeah. Yeah. Guess who came back with a large fucking fist to eat the Brooklyn blast furnace? I brought your ugly bitch with me. Your shit is sus. Ain't nobody trying to hear you talk. When Jimmy's on the mic, they take your whack shit and turn it off. It's real life, not them stories that you won't say. He made it out alive, and he's relatively unscathed. So subscribe to the podcast and share the post and tell your stupid friends to do the same. You heard it here from Coast.
Fucking do this. We're up. The return of Rob Castoria. What's up, my man?
What's going on, bro? How you doing?
I'm good. Just came back from the gym to try. I got out of the shower, work, same old bullshit, normal nonsense. You know?
Yeah, same here, man. Busy as hell.
Sometimes the routine and no change is a good thing. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. But I'm beat because yesterday I just wanted to relax, but then I wound up getting called into work, and
yeah, it happens
did
all the
another
time.
Catching people coming over the barricade was always fun. But
who played? Who was playing?
To be honest with you, I don't remember the names. They were like Norwegian guys, metal band.
Okay.
The first band. It was weird. It was almost like they had a girl, like an Asian girl, playing an instrument and singing. They were good, man. They were different.
Yeah.
And then the second band was like, you're gonna laugh. I forgot the fucking name of them, but they were dressed like flamingos.
That's awesome.
And yo, they were doing like fucking speed metal, and they were running around the stage. The fucking crowd loved them. They were jumping up and down.
Really?
And I never saw them before, but I was telling my boys that they should do weddings because they're like, we want this side of the room to sit down on the floor and this side to jump up and down, and everybody did it. And the place was
strange, bro.
Yeah, Maniac was packed out, man, on a Sunday night. And then the headliner was some Europe. Actually, there were two other bands, like European guys. It was a whole tour package, but they were really good.
Yeah.
They were good. I don't. They had the weird logos, the weird names. They weren't like death metal. They were more like that like that power metal kind of shit. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
That must be cool, though. I mean, that's definitely a benefit of working at somewhere like the Monarch. You're working all the time, and you don't even know who the hell is playing, but you get turned on to shit that you never would probably even.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't even take a second look at somebody, whatever it is, and then next thing you know, it's like, yo, these fucking guys are great.
Yeah, and then you run into a bunch of people, all your friends or people you haven't seen in a while, and this and that. Like the other night, I didn't know who was playing. The Butcher Babies played, and I haven't seen. Yeah, I met them back in the day, and I haven't seen Heidi or Henry in a long time. They're great, man. They're awesome people. We were catching up, and as usual, we took a couple of pictures together. You know how that shit goes.
Of course,
and then
that's like the norm nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, and we were comparing them to the pictures from fucking 10 years ago, and we laughed, but it was good.
Nice. So now you had hit me up, I don't know, last week or whatever it was, that you asked if I would mind if you wanted to come on, and I said, of course, whatever you want. I don't care. You have an open door. Whenever you want to come on, you come on, because I don't know, you had some things on your mind. So
yes.
All right, well, if you want to come and you still do, if you want to come on and get some shit off your chest, like, have the fuck at it, bro. What's going on in the world of Rob Castoria that you need to vent?
Well, first of all, I wanted to say we had a good tour with Scarhead.
That's right. How long was that? That was a couple weeks, 2 weeks?
2.5 weeks, I think.
Okay.
And I think it was from I don't know, the 15th or 16th, I think, and then we came back March 10th, maybe.
Okay.
March 9th, something like that. But it was cool. We had a good run.
What was your first? What was the first stop on that tour?
Cleveland, Ohio. But
Uh,
actually, I think it wasn't Cleveland. It was moved right outside Cleveland or right next to Cleveland. It was a different venue, but
okay.
a certain things went down in that show, and it's like been the talk of the internet for a while. And it's like, I don't like, I really don't want to give people attention.
Right.
But it's just certain thing, we'll keep it simple. Rick to Life showed up
Right.
with a bulletproof vest, a hammer, and a knife. Got into the club.
A bulletproof vest, a
A
hammer.
hammer.
So I'm just trying to put myself, God, it must be a fucking crazy place, but to put myself into his shoes to think, okay, I'm going to go. Obviously, he knows that Scarhead is playing where they're playing, where you guys are playing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a bulletproof vest, grab a hammer out of my fucking junk drawer, and a knife. I'm gonna think this through, or maybe not so much. Get in my car or
Well,
whatever the fuck, and
he
then
definitely
you're gonna
thought it.
go
He
there,
definitely thought it through.
and
Well,
I'm gonna go there. Is it like suicide by hardcore? You know how like people like want to kill themselves, so they rob a bank and they just run into a
they
barrage
want.
from a cop?
Yeah, I don't know what the fucking deal was, but all I know is that the fucking the club he got in. They didn't fucking. He got in the fucking club, and
You think he knew
after that,
anybody there at the
I don't
door?
think
Like?
so. There were two bounces, and the bouncers would. Oh, he said he was on the guest list. And I'm like, all right. I says I work 3-4 days a week, and I pat down thousands of fucking people a week.
Yeah.
So he didn't
Did you
get patted
check the
down, but
guest list?
they must have not had it out, or I don't know. It's probably he didn't. He wasn't there the whole set. I'll tell you that. Unless he was, and I didn't see him. He was standing off to the side somewhere. But he had a mask on. You could only see his eyes. Long story short, people is speculating on stuff that happened or whatever. But let's just leave it at this because I don't want to give this guy any more fucking airtime than will waste my breath. But
Right.
people want controversy. People want to be a part of something. People want to talk, and people want to say, "Oh, this happened. I heard this happen. Oh, yeah, you hear it." And it goes from Rick coming with a vest, a knife, and a hammer to next thing you know, if you let it keep going, they'll be like, "Oh, he had a fucking machine gun with him."
Of course.
People
Yeah,
fucking fabricate things, embellish things, and it's ridiculous. But
yeah. Fucking cold.
long story short, for those who don't know and want to know, this is the actual fucking story. He showed up and he got his ass fucking whooped. And that's pretty
bad,
much
I
it.
heard.
Yeah, yeah. He's I'm still picking his teeth out of my boot, but it's it was good to vent a little because I have a lot of shit bottled up inside of me, so that helped me channel some of my anger because there's a lot of fucking assholes walking the earth.
Sure.
And the main reason I wanted to come back on the podcast was just because I'm sick and tired of people who just go around talking shit. And, I sit back and I take it. I
Yeah.
took it for a long time.
Yeah.
And, as far as that, look, bottom line, Rick showed up. Rick got his ass beat. He had a hammer, a knife, and a vest. That's it. Let it go. People are talking, talking, talking. That's what you wanted to hear. That's what happened. All right. We fucked them up, and that's it.
There
But
you go.
moving on.
Moving on.
There was another person who started to come at me after a few years of radio silence, so to speak. And I don't even want to mention his name. You know why? Because he wants attention.
Right.
All right. And he started to get the attention because out of the blue, he just, after about 3-4 years, he started commenting on a picture And I'm like, what brings you out of the woodwork? Why? And this and that. And then
Yeah.
he just
He's
starts in
gone.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
it's like a jaded ex-girlfriend who just does not stop talking shit. It's like grow
yeah,
up,
and
dude. Grow the fuck up, dude.
it's ridiculous. And the
Yeah.
said person is, I don't know what his medical condition is, but he's in a wheelchair now.
Okay.
And what makes it even worse is that he uses that condition to shield himself from anybody who is, to come back at him. Like,
Okay.
I
He
says
uses like the handicap card. Like I could say what I want because I'm in the wheelchair.
yeah, he wasn't in a wheelchair when we were cool. I don't know what happened. I don't want to speculate, but um, even while he was in the wheelchair, oh, I beat up bigger guys than you, tougher guys than you in jail. I was like, all right, good for you. I says, you really think that I care that you're in a fucking wheelchair?
Yeah. Is he
You
proud
know?
of himself? Does that make him feel like a tough guy?
No, no. You know what that is? That makes him feel as though he could get away with whatever he wants because, oh no, he's in a wheelchair. Leave him alone. He's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? That's the that's the fucking bitch card. That's
Yeah,
what that is.
yeah.
And I'm not making fun of him because he's in a wheelchair.
Right.
I'm telling it like it is because he's a jerk off, no matter what he does. I told him, I said, roll up to a show. I was like, I'll kick your fucking head off your shoulders, and then that's it. But
Roll
it
up
had
to a
a
show.
yeah, had a, you, and then he's, oh, you just threatened somebody in a wheelchair. All right, so how about this? I'll sit down. I'll sit in one,
Okay.
and we'll fight. Like you said, you're gonna whoop my ass. I'll do that.
Okay.
You want to do it? People are gonna be, oh, how could you say that, Rob? I don't give a fuck. You know
Right.
what? People don't like it. They can go fuck themselves. I really don't care. I'm at the
Right.
point in my life, I don't care,
Really.
you know? And that's all I want to say about this person because he wants the attention. He's rotting away wherever the fuck he is, and nobody pays him no mind. Now all of a sudden he's got to come at me. Whenever I start doing things positive, like musically, and I start doing the right thing, there's all these fucking people that want to grab at me and try and fucking
There's
mess up
always
anything that I worked hard.
there's always that fucking someone. It's like whatever,
Yeah,
dude. Yeah,
it's ridiculous, man.
it is. It is. It's just it's like high school shit. And these I don't know exactly who the person you're talking about, but like he's got to be in his 40s or 50s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at
30s,
least.
40s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Like, how old are you? And you behave like I'm gonna
Yeah,
comment and write and say like, you know who does that? Like 16-year-old girls do shit like that. That's
yeah,
it.
and it's like, and then you want to say, oh, when I was in jail, I did this. Yeah, well, first of all,
Nobody cares you were in
nobody
jail.
cares.
And
Exactly.
what are you and you proud of yourself for that? Great.
You're talking to the wrong person about fucking
Yeah.
about violence in jail. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And I've been arrested more than half of the fucking people in the scene, but I don't go around bragging about it. That doesn't make me tougher. That
Right.
doesn't make me, uh, you know, a bigger name in the scene or anything like that. My guitar playing makes me a bigger name in the scene.
Right.
My guitar playing gets me noticed
Right.
in the music scene.
Yep.
That's what it is. People reach out to me because they want me to play because of my ability, not because of the shit I talk. And I'm
100%.
really tired of that shit. And the main person I wanted to fucking set shit straight with is this fucking jerk off Jorge from Marauder. Because you know,
He's still fucking. There's still shit with him too now. Rick to Life. I feel like
yeah, man.
2006. It's like, God.
Yeah, and it's like, listen, man, when I remember everything.
Me
I
too.
remember a lot of details. I remember a lot of things.
Me too. It's like a
Now,
blessing and a curse. I remember everything, and my mind,
yeah,
my brain should be mush from all the years of fucking drinking and shit back in the day and all that. But I remember
hmm
everything. I remember words. I remember everything, bro.
yeah,
Everything.
and I remember the exact words were, Rob, I'm looking for a guitar player. And I asked around, and all people were pointing their fingers at you. Because I promise I will keep you busy. I was like, all right, cool. You know, Marauder was an awesome band. I was a big fan. I loved it.
Sure.
I was in it for 3 years, but for some reason, this kid had something against me. You know, I'll tell you like the little things I remember. We went to Laz from El Nino studio. He was like our manager, and we were going to record some stuff with him. And um, Jerk off is sitting there rolling a blunt, and I started talking to Laz, and he goes, "You know, it's great to meet you, bro. I heard so much good shit about you, and this and that." And he goes, "You people used to say, oh man, Jorge's a Marauder." He goes, "Now they're like, oh, Big Rob got in a Marauder." Once he said that, Jorge's neck snapped up and looked at me, looked at him, looked back at me, and then he got up and walked out of the room, like like I did something wrong. I didn't, you know, I don't
Yeah, that's
ask
weird.
for people to like me.
Right.
So then he used to tell me, "Yo, chill with the hashtags." Why would you tell me chill with hashtags if I'm hashtagging Marauder or fucking Jackson guitars or Mesa amps and all that shit? Don't tell me what the fuck I'm posting on.
Yeah.
Then if we go on tour, we had an awesome tour in Japan. Everything was great. All he does is talk about fighting, fighting. Oh, I could fight, Meng. I'm from the streets, Meng. You know, it gets really fucking boring after a while. We had a great Japan tour. And then we did a national tour with Leeway. And on that, there was 11 of us in a Sprinter, and all it was him standing up in the front, talking about how me, the tour is because of me. None of you motherfuckers would be here without me. Fuck you. It's all about me. Arguing with Eddie, rest his soul, and just being a
What
fucking
was the argument? What was he arguing with Eddie Leeway for?
because it was Marauder Leeway. We were like sometimes Leeway headlined, sometimes we headlined. It was a co-headlining thing. It's
Sure.
called the Escape from New York tour.
Right. As a matter of fact, I was helping. Not to cut you off or anything, but I was helping Artie. Artie out. You know who Artie is.
Yeah, sure.
I was at Artie's house, and Eddie for the last couple of years of his life was living with Artie. And I was pulling out, a bunch of stuff, baseball cards and a bunch of stuff that was in Eddie's room and in Eddie's closet and whatnot. And Artie gave me, there was like 100 of them. They were numbered and signed of the Escape from New York flyers. One of the 11 by 17s.
Yeah, I have one hanging up.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I have one. The black and white.
Yes.
The black and white, almost like a sketch. Yeah.
Yeah. I have it in the frame in my living room.
But yeah, he was yelling at Eddie. He goes, "Yeah, fuck you. It's not you. It's all about me." And it's ridiculous. Like enough. So this is his MO. Hanging out. Yo, Rob, you're my brother. You're this, you're that. I love you, man. I love you, man. I leave the room. Yo, Jimmy, Rob's a fucking jerk off, man. Fuck him. I can't stand that motherfucker. I come back in the room. You go to the bathroom. Yo, Rob, you're my brother. Jimmy's a fucking asshole. I can't stand that motherfucker. He said that about every band member in Marauder that we were touring with. His boy, Kevin, was supposed to be his boy for fucking years, doing the same. Oh, Kevin can't play guitar no more after this tour he's done. Jamin gets out to fucking smoke. Yo, he gets out of his van one more time. I'm going to kick his fucking ass. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Like, what are you going to do? You're not going to do nothing. You're a fucking big mouth jerk off. You fucked up your whole life.
Like, these are your own band members, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Weird.
And then he started that fucking Mickey Mouse Club, Los Babas. And he was like, yo, I want you to join. I said, I'm not joining that bullshit. What are you fucking kidding me? He's, oh, we're doing something. We're going to be good for the community and this and that. I said, are you going to just, what are you going to do? You're going to plant trees on Arbor Day? And he got mad. But we're going to do this. Meanwhile, he can't walk past the wall without writing graffiti on it.
First of all, who the fuck mentions Arbor Day of all things? I think that's hilarious. Because if I heard you say that, I would fucking laugh, bro. On Arbor.
He got mad. He got mad because he knows he's a cunt. And then shit went down in Los Angeles where Kevin was wearing his Barber vest and a crew out there told him to take it off. And he said no, and they hit him. So now Hoy gets mad at me because I didn't fight. And you know why I didn't fight? I can tell you why. One, there was no need to. There was like 3 punches thrown. and Jorge hit one guy in the arm with a bat. And I'm loading equipment that was on the street, my fucking head, my guitars, and all of that shit. And then these guys, the band is standing, Jorge and Jamin are standing there yelling at the other band, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Just standing there like, that's a fight? That's not a fight.
They're just arguing back and
So
forth.
whatever.
A couple of punches and an argument.
Yeah, it was a couple of punches thrown. It wasn't a fight. And he had that against me, right? Because then 2 days later, he goes walking around Mesa, Arizona. He gets jumped. Sat with him in the hospital for 5 hours. And then one of the cops was talking in the hospital. He was like, yeah, there was a random stabbing up the block or whatever. And then, so now he hears that. So, yeah, but I got one. I stabbed him. I said, you didn't stab nobody, bro. You didn't even hit nobody. You swung a bat once. That's all you did. Don't walk around like you're a fucking gangster. You're a tough guy, because you're not. You're a fucking coward. And he had it in for me. He didn't want me in the band no more, right? Everything I wrote, I had riffs upon riffs upon riffs, and like Master Killer era and God Is I era, stuff that I think people would like, because it sounds like the music that made them the band that they were.
Right.
And shot everything down. Didn't want any contribution from me. He even said I was trying to steal a spotlight. Well, fucking spotlight am I trying to steal? Every time I did 2 leads. I did a lead in Find My Way, and I did one in some new song we had. And when I did the lead, I kind of walked up, maybe in front a little bit by the stage. I didn't go in the middle, walked in front, stage right. He always give me a look. And then Kevin, our old guitar player, texts me one day. He says, I just want to let you know he's got another guitar player coming down. I wanted to let you know so you didn't have to hear about it on the internet. He didn't want to tell me. He wanted to get another guitar player and just kind of like push me out. So whatever. We had the pandemic. We didn't do shit for 2 fucking years.
Right.
And he had to sneak around. He couldn't play anything nowhere because he had a crew looking for him. And then talking all kinds of shit. He lives in a. I told him, I said, listen, why can't you tell me? You can't be a man and tell me to my face that you don't want me in a band? I don't give a fuck about the band.
Right.
Just be a fucking man. Don't do shit behind my back. But he's not a man. He's a fucking coward. And then I called him every name under the book. And then he texted me back, save that energy for when you see me. I said, okay. And that was like 3 or 4 years ago. And I said, fuck him. I'm not even going to bother with him. But then I play a tour for Agnostic Front.
I remember that.
In 2022, right? We had we went to Florida and worked our way back up. Probably about 2-3 shows in, my friend calls me and said that Jorge went live, and he's like, oh, I just want to set the record straight. I didn't want Big Rob to be out of Marauder, but I had to get rid of him because he couldn't play my music. First of all, it's not your music. What music did you write on Master Killer? You did nothing. You got the whole fucking deal handed to you. Yeah. So don't say it's your fucking music. It's not even your band. You've been in it the longest. That's all. You didn't form it. Don't give anyone. Yeah, and don't even try and fucking play anything off that you're this. You are nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? You've just been in the band the longest. You're trying to take credit for it, and just man up that you're just a fucking bitch. So he talks all this shit about me, and my neighbors walked by. I smiled.
I figured.
He talks all this shit about me, right? So I told him, I said, why don't you stop fucking talking shit already? Fuck you, this and that, all right, whatever. Now, there was a certain person who was, he was a junkie, Brian. Brian accused me of robbing him. It went from 1,500 to 5,000 to 7,500 to 15,000 to 30,000, and then he got a bill. He said from T-Mobile for 73,000, and he said it's my fault.
Who gets a bill from T-Mobile for anyway close to that amount of money?
I guess if you do enough fucking crack and whatever, you're gonna get a bill that big too in your fucking mind.
Yeah, in your
So
mind, yeah.
he's going around telling everybody that I robbed him, and I didn't rob him. And now when I was cool with Brian and I was playing in Marauder, Jorge was like, and I'm sure he don't remember because he's a fucking match head, that, oh, I don't want that fucking junkie at the show. I don't want that nigga in here. I don't want him here. Keep that motherfucker away from me. Keep him out of here. Now the guy talks shit about me, and I told him, I said, you post one more fucking thing about me, I'm gonna smack you. And he did. So I saw him at a show, but everybody was telling me, yo, take it easy on him. He's frail. He's a junkie. He's this, he's that. Saw him at a show, and I walked over to him and I smacked him. And he stumbled back, and I gave him half a fucking knee and one left jab, and he fell on the floor. I turned around and I walked out of the place calm, just left, went home. And of course, the next day, Rob's fucking sucker punched me, blah, 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 this, and that. And when I jumped to my feet, he ran out of the club. All right, that's what you want to believe. That's what you want to believe. Now, look, I'm not. It's like I just want to set the story straight because he's trying to tarnish my fucking name throughout anyone in the scene who wants to listen to a fucking moron like that.
Right.
So now Jorge's like, oh, Rob preys on the weak, this and that. Preys on the weak. All right, man, keep talking.
All right.
Now you fast forward a little bit, and this kid Brian winds up dying, and Jorge goes live, and of course, yo, Brian, my boy, yo, they don't make him like you like that no more, bro. Oh, and then he's going, I know one motherfucker who's happy that you're dead, and it's Rob, and he's talking shit about me. And I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck, man? I said, why don't you leave the fucking post up? Why don't you leave the video up instead of doing it and then deleting it, you fucking coward? And then he said, I'm going to come to your house. We're settling this. I'm going to get that money for Brian in his memory or whatever the fuck he wanted to tell me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I said, oh, yeah, you know where I live. You know where I work. Here's my work schedule. You know my address. So I said, come down. And I'll tell him again. He posted something after that. I gave Rob a chance. He was on his last leg. Nobody wanted to help him. And I gave him the chance to be a part of something when he was fading out and fizzling away. And he couldn't handle my band. And like I said, it's not your band, jerk off. So you know what? You want to talk all this shit. You're a fucking coward. You sit on your fucking stoop and you go live and you talk about everybody. You talk about it, even the fucking idiots that still play in your band that think that you're their boy. You're not. You're talking about them when they're out in the room anyway. So let them be where they are because they're not smart enough to realize that. So now I'm going to tell you like this. You want to do whatever the fuck you think you got to do. You come see me. You know where I live. You want my work schedule? I'll text you my fucking work schedule every fucking week. Because you're a fucking punk, you're a coward, you're a fucking bitch faggot loser. And you know what a coward is? You. Look in the fucking mirror, you fucking bitch. You want to come? Do what you got to do. And I promise you one thing. I will break your fucking jaw. You will never fucking sing again. You want to play with me? We'll play. You want to say, oh, you know my reputation. I'm from the streets. You keep saying you're from the streets. Street people don't say they're from the streets. Street people don't say they could fight. You tried to do Muay Thai. Look at you fucking punching a bag on video. Oh, wow. You do a fucking half a low kick on live on stage. Even my instructor laughed at you. He said you didn't shut your fucking mouth. You tried to talk all day. That's all you are, a shit talker. So you know what? Do what you got to do. Go play your shows and think whatever the fuck you want to think. But until the day comes that you face me like a man, then I'll talk shit and I'll call you the fuck out because you're a fucking faggot, you're a fucking bitch, a coward, and a punk. So make your fucking move and do whatever the fuck you think you got to do. All right? Listen to that. And whoever the fuck wants to listen to it could listen to it as well. So that's it. I speak the truth. I'm not making nothing up. I remember everything, all the fucking details, all the shit you fucking talked. And now you want to talk shit about me, say I couldn't handle your music. First of all, maybe if you wrote some music, I'll show you how to play it. And second of all, not many people in this fucking scene can touch me on guitar. Trust me on that. And you know that. You're just not man enough to fucking admit it. All right, bitch? So, ball's in your court, motherfucker. Do what you got to do. And just make sure when you get fucked up and your jaw broken, you don't go crying to the cops, because street thugs don't go to the cops. Remember that, Meng? Fucking bitch. So now enough of him. Fuck him.
Okay.
He didn't release. You go through 60 fucking members in 10 years? Something's wrong with you. He's on his second fucking or third guitarist since I left, and that's like 3 years ago. So that tells you something right there. You didn't release nothing since God is I. Nothing.
What year did that come out? That came out
2009. 2009. We had 2 new songs, and one we played live, and we recorded everything, had to be mixed and everything. Still's not mixed. It was supposed to be mixed and mastered, released before we went to Japan in 2019. Nothing. What am I wasting my time? So now, since everybody fucking hates you, your mouth fucking destroys your own career, you're going to sneak off here, play a show here, play a show there. Who the fuck cares? You go to Europe and play a festival. Who the fuck cares? You play This Is Hardcore. You probably get thrown off that too. People know you're a fucking jerk off. It's a shame that the music's good. And I wouldn't even give you the fucking satisfaction of saying that you're a good vocalist. You know why? Because you're a jerk off. That's why. So go fuck yourself and listen to what I said and make your fucking move. Go ahead. Go live. Go ahead. Make more live videos. But do me a favor. Leave them up and tag me in them so I could see. This one's going to be public. Everyone can see this. All right? Do what you got to do, bitch. And you know where to fucking find me. You want to come live and fucking walk around? Come do it, man. Do it. I guarantee you'll be laying on the fucking floor, and I'm going to piss on that fucking Mickey Mouse Club vest of yours. I'll do that live. How's that? Fucking faggot. That's good. How are you, Jimmy?
Me? I'm fucking chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I got no problems. I'm chilling, bro. I'm good. You know, I do my thing, man. I don't bother nobody. I do my little podcast. I go to work. I go on road trips with my daughter. That's what I do. I keep myself busy. That's what I do. I'm good. How do you feel now that you got all that off your chest, Rob?
I feel all right. You know what it is, though? The reason I did it, look, I don't want to stoop to his fucking level.
Right.
I don't. I'm just tired. I'm sick and fucking tired of every once in a while seeing a post or people calling me saying he's talking shit about you, whatever. Just talk to me.
Right.
He's like, oh, I called you. You didn't call me, bro.
Right.
I'll get a fucking printout of the fucking the phone log. You didn't call me.
Right.
Don't lie, man.
Right.
You want to fucking, you want to be a man? We settle this tonight. He said, all right, we settle it tonight. Whenever you fuck you want. You're going to make it. You're not going to do nothing. You're not going nowhere. He'll go, you know what he'll do? He'll go by where I work a day when it's not open and take a picture. And then the day after I work, he'll say, yo, these niggas weren't there. You know, they closed up or whatever. He told me he was working tonight. That's the coward shit he'd do. And it's a shame because his son plays by my clubs a lot where I work. And he's a nice kid, his son. I'll help his kid out anytime. He's, his son has nothing to do with him. And I have nothing against this kid. But whenever he plays there or comes to a show, I look out for him because he's a good kid.
Right.
Too bad his father's a fucking jerk off, but it happens.
Yeah.
But I guess he's not gonna let his kid come to the club no more. But you can bring him there. I'll put them both on the guest list.
Nice. Yeah. Ah.
But
well,
I just, like I said, I just wanted to talk about because I'm tired of sitting back. I'm tired of letting all these fucking people talking and talking and talking. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing of it. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say nothing else. Right. This is it. I'm doing this podcast. That's it.
Right.
If anything comes from it, then we see what's up. Right. But I'm not gonna stand here and say, "Oh, I could fight. I'm from the streets or whatever." Listen, I got a reputation that speaks for itself. I don't have to boast about it. Right. as a guitar player and otherwise.
Right.
And if anybody doubts my guitar playing, then they could watch one of my videos, or they could listen to one of my songs,
Right.
or they could ask people.
Yeah.
But I don't need to boast about it. When you're constantly playing yourself up, then you're very self-conscious, and you're what's that term?
Insecure.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Insecure.
Yeah.
You know, but
I dealt with somebody for a very long time that would always constantly put themselves up on pedestals and this and that and the other thing. It couldn't have been behind closed doors, couldn't have been the complete opposite of what the quote unquote public persona was. The complete fucking opposite. You know what I mean?
hey,
It's
look,
like,
I get it. Look, I get it if you're a humble person or whatever, but then you got to go out on stage, or you got to go to work or whatever, and you have an image to uphold in order to keep a fan base or something like that.
right.
But to walk around and just constantly say, "Oh, I'm from the streets. I'm a thug. I'm this and that." Come on, man. Please, man. We all been around real fucking street people, and 99% of them aren't gonna say anything.
Right.
And then, after he got his ass whipped, he was telling like 50 people, "Yo, don't go to Black and Blue this year. I'm going there with some OG street niggas. We're gonna shoot the place up." You're gonna shoot the place up. Okay. Said that for a couple of years, and it's funny because he told me, he told a bunch of people. Now, you're really gonna do something that serious, right? And you're fucking might as well post it on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what
That's
I
like
mean? You're gonna tell all the
suicide.
people. Yeah, and it's like, come on, man. I don't even know if did you ever hold a gun in your life?
Yeah.
You know, but
And that's the
I
last
don't
place you want to go with a couple of people because
know. Yeah, you know,
Black and Blue Weekend is the last place you want to go and
yeah,
fuck around. Because you know what though? It's all fucking love and respect. It's all fucking good until you got to be the asshole and someone's the asshole and then they get dealt with swiftly. Because
yeah.
you
It's
know,
good until it's not good.
right, exactly. Because just like you, just like me, I'm friends with a lot of those guys, and they're nothing but the most respectful, nicest fucking guys ever. And the last people that I want to be on their bad side. So, and especially you go to Black and Blue, that's Black and Blue Weekend. There's everybody is there. You're not going there and causing no problems at all.
Nah, come on, man.
At all.
We all know that. We
Yeah.
all know that. Listen, listen. I understand if you have a vendetta with somebody. Look, if I got my ass whooped the way he did, I'd be pissed off too.
Right.
You know, but you're not gonna walk into the lion's den.
Yeah.
And especially if you're gonna do that, you're not gonna tell nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna say nothing to nobody.
Right.
But see, that just goes to show what a fucking moron we're dealing with. And like everybody I spoke about, it's like people they'll put them on a pedestal because of the band that he's in. He'll get a pass to talk shit because of the band he's in. The other guy was a junkie. Oh, he's frail. Leave him alone. Look at the fucking. He was posting legal documents on court cases I had online, and one of our friends told him, "Yo, take that shit down, man."
Yeah.
You know, and you don't expect me to do so. The other guy, oh, because he's in a wheelchair, he uses that as a yeah, a crutch.
A crutch.
Good analogy. And yeah,
lack of a better
lack
word. That
of
wasn't even on
yeah,
purpose, but you know what I mean?
yeah, like a shield, a shield.
Yeah.
You think you get a free pass to talk shit um because of something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're walking in your own shoes. You're living your own life. Just fucking be a man, be a woman, be whatever the fuck you want to be. And if you have a problem, talk.
Right.
Look, when shit went down between me and him, if he wanted to talk to me, if he wanted to say, "Listen, man, you know, I don't know if we should be in a band," I would have walked. All right,
Right.
no problem. But you want to be like underhanded, and you want to be grimy about it, then be grimy about it. But Don't expect me to fucking sit here and fucking take shit from you and um let you fucking rock, so to speak,
Right.
because then because people go, oh, how could you say things like that? Very easily. I open my mouth and I say it,
Right.
because I'm tired of fucking people. I'm tired of people talking shit, and I had to get some shit off my chest. I
Right.
don't care. I really don't give a fuck. At this point in my life, what am I doing? I take care of my mother,
Right.
and I go to work, and I try and play as much music as possible. My life is hectic right now.
Right.
But you know what? I don't go around talking shit about somebody when they're not in the room and then hugging them when they come back in the room.
Right.
That's a two-face,
Yeah.
you know?
100%.
And I'm not, believe me, I'm not the only one who's been through it.
Right.
There's so many people that like you go anywhere, you see the way he operates. It's ridiculous. But people don't want to speak up. Why? Were they afraid of him?
Right.
I don't see nothing threatening about him. Got a
Right.
big fucking mouth. Maybe people who live in fucking the Midwest that never fucking were around any characters, maybe his talk is intimidating to certain people, but it's not to me, and I'm
Right.
not going to sit here and take it.
Yeah.
You
The amount
know,
of
I
characters that me and you and so many of our friends have been surrounded by our whole life, it's like,
yeah,
okay.
it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's like, please. I've seen tougher guys than you shit the fucking bed. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not, I don't, like I said, I don't have to boast about things. I really
Right.
don't. But I had to get some shit off my chest, and look, I'm talking nice and calm now.
Yeah.
I'm only addressing the situation. I'm not talking about like bandmates or friends because they're not here.
Right.
You know, it's like if I have a problem with them, I'll talk to them,
Yeah.
and we settle it one way or another. We settle it as gentlemen, and we shake hands, or we talk and we don't settle it like gentlemen, and we walk away.
Right.
But this one, all of a sudden, oh, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna fuck you up, I'm gonna fight on it. You're not fighting nobody, bro.
Right.
You're not. I
Right.
heard a lot of fucking stories about you, and you ain't no fighter, bro. Believe me. But if you want to live your life thinking that makes you sleep good at night, then it is what it is. But you're not getting any sympathy from me, and you're not getting any kind words from me either.
Right.
I said what I said, and now hopefully millions of people hear it. But who knows? And I don't want to give attention to undeserving assholes. They
Right.
want to go see his band play, let them go see the band play. I don't care.
Right.
I have plenty of friends that want to go, and then I still get texts. Yo, Marauder's playing here. All right, good for Marauder.
Yeah.
Yo, Marauder's playing here. Good. Go buy a ticket and go see him. I don't give a fuck no more where they play. I
Right.
really don't care
Right.
because that band is gonna be destroyed because of him. It's already destroyed. He could have been one of the biggest fucking things going, but you know what? You don't realize it because he's a fucking moron. And he just hates the fact like he thought I wanted to steal his spotlight. I don't want his spotlight.
Right.
I make my own fucking name. He wouldn't have hired me in the band if he didn't think I could play. And then he says I can't play. Come on, man, make up your mind.
Yeah.
It is what it is. If people like my playing, they like it. If they don't like it, that's fine too. I'm not the best guitar player in the world. I'm far from it.
Right.
But I work really hard to play as well as I possibly fucking can. And when I get hired to play in other bands, oh, like with the Agnostic Front thing, he goes, Rob couldn't play my music, and then you know what he said? His exact word, and like I said, I remember everything. His exact words were, "Look at him now. He's reduced to playing four-chord strumming bullshit with whack-ass Agnostic Front." Like, come on, man.
Dude.
That's what you say. And you know why he said that? He wanted me to publicly
It was like bait.
confront
It was
him.
like bait. It's probably like bait.
And I didn't go for it. And I
No.
didn't even tell. I think I told Gallo like a few days later or whatever, and he was just like, um,
He
he
probably
was just
left.
like, yeah, he's like, what the fuck, And then months later, I picked Roger up from the airport. We went out to Amityville, and I was telling Roger, Roger looked at me. He's like, he goes, I never I never had a problem with the guy. He goes, why would he say some shit like that? I said, because that's the type of person he was.
Right.
Stigma's like, he's got a big mouth. He's a fucking idiot. Whatever when he hears
Yeah,
shit like that.
Stigma
And
is the
yeah, Stigma's the best, man. Are you gonna talk shit
best.
about the guy? Come on, man. They're
Right.
all good guys, man. They treated me like I was like I've been in the band for years.
Yeah.
They're all good guys. I go on the road with Life of Agony.
Yeah.
They're like family with me. No issues.
Oh.
No fucking rock star bullshit. None of this we're here because of me. No, they're a unit. They're a band. It's not a solo act with musicians in the background.
Right.
It's a band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're one of the best group of people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. Scarhead too. We a little rough around the edges, but
of course.
but we wouldn't have it any other way.
Of course.
You
and
know,
like Isaac's a good dude, man. Like we don't want to be on his bad side, but Isaac's a good dude. We did nothing but fucking laugh for fucking 6-7 hours upstate. It was like me and fucking asshole Craig ahead.
Oh, fuck him.
Fuck that guy.
Craig's awesome, man.
Those
guys too.
One of my favorite people, Craig.
Yeah, I was on the road with Sick of It All for 3.5 weeks, a month, or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
They're great guys, man. I try and text Lou every hold on. Oh, here we go. I try and text Lou every week and see how he's doing.
Yeah.
And
I shoot him text once in a while myself, see if he's okay.
Yeah, and they're good people, man. Me and Craig fucking laugh our asses off.
Oh,
he was upstate when we did on the Scarhead tour.
King of ball busting. It's me and Craig and Isaac and Paul Delaney, and here comes Bob Riley, and here's Gary Holt, and here's Dave Ellefson, and here's this character and that character. It's just like, next thing you know, it's all of us are doing nothing but breaking balls, and I did nothing but laugh for 7 straight hours, bro. And they just good.
And you know what? And if this asshole was there, he would have talked shit about every fucking one of them at some point.
And all good dudes, man. Like, we were just fucking laughing. And Isaac is a fucking pisser, bro. He calls out the whole crowd. Albany, white trash, all fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
bro.
And like we laugh. We
characters.
We both grew up in Queens. He was in Woodhaven and Jackson Heights. I've been in Ozone Park my whole life.
Yeah.
And there's a certain type of person that comes from Woodhaven and Ozone Park or whatever, and it's hard to explain.
It is. I went to John Adams for a couple of years. I'm not from there, but I went to Adams for a couple of years. That's where I graduated. I graduated at John Adams. Yeah.
And it's like fucking 3 blocks from my house.
Yeah.
But, it's like, if you're born and bred over here, there's certain things you say, certain things you do, and it's, you just know. And, we're driving for hours or whatever, or we go get lunch, me and Isaac, or whatever, we talk about the old school shit, the 90s, how when you talk shit, you get your fucking face bashed in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody
back in the day,
shit
if you were into metal, you were a Woody. Remember Woodies?
Woodstock. They used to, you all the fucking
bro, me and Isaac were cracking. Paul Delaney, because I went to school with Paul at Adams, so I know Paul forever. So Paul and Isaac were talking, and he was like, I don't know what they were talking about. I was minding my own business. And then all of a sudden I hear Paul go, but Jimmy knows that. And Isaac looks like, what? And then he was like, yo, Woodies. And then we won't say what the meaning is, but Woodies and Gungies, bro. We were fucking dying. Yeah. We were dying laughing. Like, holy shit.
And just the way you say things. Like, if I said, yo, I'm going to be on the boulevard, you know exactly where you were going to be.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to the Dome.
Yeah.
If you grew up by me, you know what the fucking Dome is.
Yeah.
And it's like, there were no cell phones. There was no fucking computers. People hung out and they hung out. We got along. And if there was a problem, everybody was face to face. Nobody talked shit.
Right.
Nobody talked shit. And if you did, no, I'm saying people did talk shit, but you didn't talk shit without being confronted. You had to be face to face with the person to talk shit.
Right.
So, or you do the coward move and you talk shit about someone who's not there, and then the next day or the next hour, that person's here, like, yo, what'd you say?
Yeah.
And then you have to step up or fucking walk away.
Yeah.
People don't realize that, and it's like we got into more shit every fucking night. There was some kind of shit going on. Someone getting shot, someone getting stabbed, someone getting their head cracked open with a bat or run over or whatever. I got hit with a fucking golf club one time. We were fighting at Victory Field.
Getting cracked with 40-ounce bottles. 40 ounces were a big thing
Yeah.
for a while until you get cracked with a 40.
Yeah, and then you go to Rockaway Beach, 116, and everybody hung out there. And then you're fighting the Spanish dudes were down by like 100th Street maybe, and then the black dudes were like 98 and down, and then you're fighting everybody on the boardwalk. Yeah, and everybody. That's how most of the people met. Like I met like Bobby Hamble and all of them guys there years before they got signed.
Yeah.
In the mid '80s, we were just hanging out. I had long hair and no tattoos.
Right.
And we used to just fucking chill. Everybody got along.
Yeah.
And now everybody's a fucking keyboard commando. And it makes me sick. That's, like I said, that's why I wanted to come on and talk a little. I know it's not worth it. I know it's not the right thing to do. I had a very dear friend of mine tell me, don't stoop yourself down to that level. I said, I know, but I just have to get it off my chest.
Right.
I just want to vent a little bit because it's like, I just hate the fact that these guys are just running rampant, talking, and nobody says nothing.
Right.
They're still like, oh, it's so-and-so, it's this band, it's that, oh, he's in a wheelchair, oh, he's a junkie. Yeah, so what? You think, do that shit in fucking Ozone Park and Woodhaven back in the day. They would have wheeled you right in the fucking middle of the traffic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're a junkie? Oh, okay. Get cracked across the head no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't care if you're in a wheelchair. They didn't care if you're a junkie. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have sympathy for people like that. I really don't.
Yeah.
And
we're from a different era, bro, because we're like the same age. And so like all these people, that's why it's like it's funny to me how people.
I think I'm older than you actually. But
I'm 49.
I'm gonna be 55 this year. I got you by fucking years, bro.
Yeah, but we're still same generation. You're like my sister's age. I don't fucking talk to her. I haven't talked to her in a dozen years, but you're like my sister's age. So it's basically the same shit for the most part. Same Generation X fucking shit. But it's funny how it's like people your age and my age, a couple of years old, a couple of years younger, that grew up doing and witnessing and being a part of the things that you're talking about back in the day, confront people, and they're the keyboard people. It's like, what are you doing?
And everybody's like a little fucking. Everybody's a little cunt nowadays. Ooh, you can't say that. Cancel him. Oh, I'm offended. Oh, he's bullying. He's bullying. Get the fuck out of here with this bullying shit. I'll take your fucking phone. I'll put it in a sock and I'll smash you over the head with it. Yeah, how's that for bullying?
Yeah, the bullying.
Fucking man up, please. This bullying shit. But back when I grew up, you know what bullying was? When fucking 10 guys would beat the shit out of somebody every day. That's bullying. And that kid either fucking left town or fucking came back and tried to fight and gained respect.
Right.
Or went crazy and shot everybody. Who knows? Right. Or killed himself. But now everything is, oh, you can't say that. He's suffering from mental illness. Back then it was called you're a jerk off. Yeah, now they're like, oh, you're a mental illness. What the fuck?
Back then you were a jerk off. That's it.
Yeah, and it's true. It's like, look, like I said, I don't make fun of nobody if there's something wrong with them.
Right.
You know, I'm saying, like, that jerk off got sick or whatever's wrong with him. He's in a wheelchair, all right? It must suck, but you're still talking shit. I don't care if you're in a wheelchair or you're standing up.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know what you're doing. You're a control of your act. Don't say, oh, you're threatening somebody with violence who's in a wheelchair. Like, you think I give a fuck?
Right.
I'm gonna say what I want to say. And it don't matter if you're in a wheelchair. I know motherfuckers who are in a wheelchair that'll shoot you dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know people with fucking one leg or whatever that'll fucking clobber you with something.
Yeah.
You know, just because you're you have a disability of some sort doesn't mean shit.
Right.
Talk, let these people, they wouldn't survive a fucking week over here.
Right.
Or back in the day. Now everybody's a little fucking bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, but you know, it feels good to vent or whatever. I have a lot of people that are good to me. I have a lot of people I consider
Yeah.
close friends. And then there's a lot of people that are just fucking assholes. It's like, you know, unbelievable. And then you know, because I work at the clubs or whatever, people that supposed to be my friends or whatever, I would get a text, yo, get me in Saturday. Yo, get me in Saturday? How about you go fuck yourself Saturday?
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and if I wanted to, I could get names on the list here and there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I call, get in touch with a manager or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that. Listen, ask me.
Yeah.
Certain people, yeah, no problem. And certain people know, like the managers know certain people,
Right.
and they'll, yeah, no problem, whatever you need, whatever you need. But
Yeah.
and even like some of the booking agents, some of the security guards, we have a lot of friends that show up, and sometimes they get hooked up, sometimes they can't.
Right.
I don't want to be every week for asking, getting people in every fucking show every night, every week. I can't do that because then if I need something, or if I need, you know, if somebody comes that I really need to hook up, they're going to be like, come on, man, again. I'm not doing that.
Right.
And, you know, but people don't understand that. They think I have, you know, they think I could open a side door and walk fucking 30 guys in. That don't go on no more. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Can't do that shit no more.
No. There's times where I've been there, I've seen you at the clubs and shit like that. You're like, yo, you know, someone tell you, just call me up, whatever. I'll see if I don't do that. If I can get in, I'll get in. You know what I mean? I have no problem paying my way to get in, supporting the band and shit. Listen, I have no problem paying the fucking thing. And then, all right, you want to give me a little wristband for whatever? I can go, you know, stand over on the side of the stage or whatever. That's fine. I have no problem paying to get in. That's how these bands all these bands, that's how they fucking survive, dude. You know what I mean? I buy a fucking t-shirt. I pay.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you come in, buy a shirt. You know what I'm saying? Buy a shirt from the band. That the merch is the bread and butter. You know, because
I don't think that there's
nowadays, you know,
I don't think there's a show that I leave the show without buying something. Like never. Always. I always.
You know, it's been. I luck out because a lot of these bands, fucking, they give me free merch.
I get
because
that.
I'm working there
a
or
lot
whatever.
too. I get that.
And
a lot too.
I'm like, yo, I'll give you something. No. Like, last time I was on, I had the Pain of Truth hat because I was like, people are gonna feel the pain of the truth that I'm gonna say. I forgot to wear it actually, but Mikey gave me the hat and he gave me a fucking hoodie for free. That was like fucking almost $100 right there.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Suffocation comes to town. I get a hoodie, 3 shirts, a hat, a fucking laminate. They give me guitar picks. Those are my boys. I don't want to take all that shit from them. Like, no, take it. They want to give me a discount or fine, you know, that's up to them. But I don't ask for nothing for nothing.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's nice that they fucking
It's nice
cool like
they
that.
offer. That's cool. That's very cool. Yeah. I get the same thing. Yo, check it out. Yo. I'm like, yo, how much is the fucking? I need a hoodie. Whatever. Yeah, just take it. Don't worry about it. Just take it. Like, dude, like you're like the second band on. There's fucking 9 bands playing. Like, yeah, I know you're not getting paid a lot. It was like, stop giving me hoodies, bro. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
Probably a pay to play type of fucking situation, and then you know you survive on the merch.
Yeah.
We survive. Look, you got to see how much fucking merch we had on the Scarhead tour.
Oh, I'm sure.
Boxes and crates and everything, and that's what you know. That's what makes the band members money. That's what gets us hotel rooms. That's what gets us food and all this shit. You know, it's it's not like you get it for nothing either. You got to pay for it to be made, and then try and make a profit. But so many times you give shit away for free. You know, like you either have to or like somebody from another band or whatever gave like Suffocation. I gave them Maniac Rise. I gave them all fucking Maniac Rise merch. I'm not gonna charge them.
Right.
How many fucking shirts fucking Hobbs gave me and Derek, those are my boys, man. They hooked me up like crazy. Fucking Life of Agony. Take a shirt, Rob. Take a shirt. All right, I'm working for them or whatever, but still. I mean, and they do very well on merch from what I see anyway. I mean, I don't know cost and profits. It's none of my business, but they got a line around the fucking block from where they go through grocers upon grocers on a tour.
Yeah.
And good for them
Fuck
because
it.
they deserve it, you know?
Yeah.
And they give them, oh yeah, take it. Don't worry about it. Take it. I feel bad, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I don't ask everybody.
Sure.
And but people don't understand that. Nobody gives a shit about anything nowadays but themselves. And I'm not everybody, not every the ones
A lot of people.
the ones who are the worst about it. That's the way they roll.
Yeah.
The good ones try and do shit for everybody. Bro, it's pouring rain out and fucking Mr. Softy truck's rolling up. This nigga comes like 10 times a night down my block. He's selling weed or something over here. I'm telling
in
you.
the front or something.
Yeah, every 5 minutes, man. I don't know if you can hear the music. It's playing there. Pouring rain. This nigga's on the fucking street here.
Yeah. So I was wondering also, like, if I hear something, I'm like, what the fuck is that? When I look out my window over here,
Yeah.
it's Florida.
Yeah, it's starting a monsoon over here.
Yeah.
And but yeah, man, like I said, I just wanted to get a few things off my chest, and I'm trying not to be that guy
Right.
because oh well, Rob's just like these guys. No, I'm not like any of them.
Right.
I'm only saying this because I put up with a lot of these morons for a long fucking time.
It's
And
also
I'm not
better, I
putting up
think,
with
to
it
get it off
anymore.
your. I think it's also better
You know?
to get something off your chest, speaking like this, where somebody can hear it or watch it or whatever, than going back and forth on your phone, texting back and forth or commenting back and forth, and that's just.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on, man! Don't you have anything else better to do?
Yeah, I mean, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna, text back and forth. I text with enough people a day.
Yeah.
Some of it's good, some of it's not so good. I don't need no more. I got enough aggravation in my life.
Yep.
I wanted to vent a little bit because then I bottle it up. Then one day I'm gonna fucking pulverize somebody who didn't deserve it.
Right.
For something really minute. And I don't want to do that either. I'm trying not to be violent. Sometimes at the club, we got to do what we got to do. And then sometimes certain assholes show up uninvited and you got to do what you got to do. But I'm not trying to brag about shit like that. But this guy wants to. And meanwhile, he never did shit.
Right.
So he wants to brag about shit that he's never done or shit that he's incapable of doing, and to make like he's a legend in his own mind. You know what I mean? And it's pathetic. It really is.
Yeah.
But like I wanted to say what I wanted to say because everybody's hearing one side of everything, and I'm tired of it. I give you the rundown of why I'm not in that band anymore and why I can't stand this fucking jerk off. But I'm not going. He keeps poking the bear, and every time I do something positive musically, he's got to fucking say something. It's like he doesn't want to see me do anything when he couldn't do anything because he had to sneak off to South America to play a show, sneak off to Alabama, and then not even promote the show. Just post shit the next day, and because the bass player, I guess he's still playing with him, is from Alabama. A nice kid. I don't have nothing against him. I don't have nothing against Kevin. It's just, it's, you guys need to smarten up because pretty soon he's going to be saying the same thing about all of you in the band. He already did, talk shit about everybody. He already did. To make fucking talk shit about
Dylan. I just want to put it out there that if anybody's watching this or listening to this, and you want to like come on here to like respond, it ain't happening. Like it's not going to be that way. I have Rob. Rob's my boy. I had Rob on here because he wanted to fucking say something, so I had him on here. It's not going to become like, oh, I want to come on and talk about because Rob said that. It's not going to become anything like that. Like there's going to
No,
be
I'm sure that there's going to be comments, Jimmy. There's going to be
there'll
comments
be
like
comments, but no one's going to come on
offended
here to
people.
vent either.
Nah,
That,
nah, don't fucking.
no. I'm just letting you know and anyone else that if they have any ideas, that you're not coming on here so you can be like, I want to respond to blah blah. Because no, not happening.
Yeah, because this ain't the fucking Jerry Springer show.
It's
Fuck that.
not. Even though I was a big
No.
fan of the Jerry Springer show, this is not going
Yeah.
to turn into that at all. It's going to be another episode, and it's going to be I don't even know who yet, but it's not going to be in response to this episode. It won't.
Well, I guess maybe to finish off on a positive note, where we got some upcoming shows for Scarhead.
Awesome.
Once I know the details, I will definitely share it and try and promote as much as I can.
Yeah. Well, you do. I see.
And what happened? You broke up there.
No, I said I know. I see all your stuff. I know you'll be promoting everything. I see it all the time.
Yeah, man. And we're gonna go back in the studio soon, and we're supposed to release a new EP soon.
Nice.
I don't know the details yet, but you want some weed, Mr. Softy's rolling up. I'll keep everyone posted about that, and it'd be nice to be on recordings again,
Sure.
or actually in a band that's gonna record,
right.
not wait 15 fucking 10 years or whatever for it 15 years to not release something.
Yeah, well, Danny's always busy releasing shit, whether it's Scarhead, with all these other solo shit, hip hop stuff. But Danny's fucking busy like crazy, bro. So he records shit, so I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah, next I think the 12th, April 12th, Crown of Thorns is playing at the Meadows
with
Bayway.
Yeah. Shout out to Jayway. It's my boy.
Yeah, Jay's my boy, man. Love Jay.
Good dude. Yeah, man, me too.
And it's gonna be a bunch of good bands on that bill too. So I'll probably be working the show, but I don't know. Maybe I just want to hang out. I'm not sure, but I'm probably gonna head over to Amityville on Sunday and check Agnostic Front, Murphy's Law.
I'll be there.
The last night of the tour.
You have the New York Murphy's Law, Fire is Murder is playing. It'd be good to see Gallo and fucking audience.
Oh, fuck Gallo. Those are my boys, man.
I know, he's the fucking greatest. There's a few people that, like, even if I see them, like, from a distance and they see me, like, they don't have to say nothing. I just start to laugh. And, like, Steve Gallo is one of those people.
Oh, yeah, He's shot.
Vinny Stigma is one of those people. Like there's certain people.
Another one who's shot.
I know.
But it's all in a good way. Artie's awesome. Artie's a great guy. I became friends with him when we did the Leeway tribute. I don't know him very long. We've seen each other, I guess.
He's a good dude. He's a really, really, really good dude, man.
Yeah, great guitar player.
I see fucking Luke Rhoda. I fucking look at him. I just thought.
Oh, forget Mama Luke.
Mama Luke is fucking shot.
Yeah, they're all out of their mind, but it's in a good way. Everybody has a good time.
Yeah,
it's no bullshit.
Right.
I gotta build the fucking ark the way it's raining. You hear the fucking rain?
Yeah, it's bad here too. I'm in big fucking tsunami over here.
Yeah. Maybe we'll wash away some of the fucking jerk offs around.
There you go.
But
wash away the jerk offs. Cool,
man. Yeah, man. Fucking.
So now I know that people, if you want to get guitar lessons from the guitar god / international sex symbol, he can hit you up and you can fucking become a fucking guitar genius, right? What is it? Official Big Rob Shreds on Instagram, right?
Yeah. Official _ Big Rob Shreds.
And Rob Castoria on the Facebook shit.
Yeah, on Facebook it's Rob Castoria. You could hit me up if you just want lessons or if you want, like do leads for people on CDs, and I just did one. My boys, coronary thrombosis, Long Island death metal band, very good friends of mine. Um, I did a lead on this song, "Disgusting Disfigurement,"
Nice.
and yeah, it's um, yeah, they're great, man. They're good guys, good friends, great band. So check them out. Coronary thrombosis. They're
Okay.
on Spotify and everything like that. They got merch and fucking CDs. Um, I was on. I played on Space Beard's record. I played on for Blood of My Brothers. Dave Pickford and Sean, the whole band, did leads for them. You know, I played the Leeway tribute. I do all kinds of shit, man.
Yeah.
And you know, I tech as much as I can. You know, Life of Agony, Biohazard, Vanilla Fudge, Cactus. You know, it's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
fucking actually it was cool. Went to work Sunday, and my friends Andrew and excuse me, Andrew and Derek, they have it's called Otter House Studios. It's 19 Meadow Street. It's right above the wood shop venue. They
Okay.
have rehearsal recording space over there. You could definitely check them out. They're really good people, and it's funny. Like guys in VOD were rehearsing yesterday.
Really?
Um, yeah, and you know, I went up and said hello real quick, and came back down and went to work. But you know, everybody's cool, man. You know, there's no bullshit. It's like if they would have told fucking jerk off, oh, VOD's up to, yo, fuck them niggas, you know, this and that, fuck him. You know, that's what would have came out of his mouth.
POD
You
is
know,
a
just
great fucking band, bro. Like, fuck.
yeah, man. I didn't see that. The last time I saw them, well, before Lou's benefit, last time I saw them was they played with Life of Agony and Ludacris at Mulcahy's back in like 2017.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the last time I saw VOD before the Lou benefit, fuck, dude, it had to have been. Oh, I might be way off, but I'm gonna say somewhere around 2013, 14. It was called the St. Valentine's Day Massacre at Starland. It was like Razor Blade Hand Grenade, The Banner. Shout out to Joey Southside. Who else played that show? VOD and somebody else big. Maybe E Town. I think maybe
Starland
E-Town.
probably was E-Town. They
I think it
always
was E Town VOD. Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
long time ago.
E-Town always they pack that fucking place over there, man,
Yeah,
whenever they
that
play.
show was fucking bananas. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was a long
And
time ago. I had the flyer somewhere. I want to say it was around 2013, maybe something like that. A long time ago. But they were fucking great then, and they were great at loose shit.
yeah, definitely it was good to see them. And then they have I think a show coming up at uh,
I have,
Paramount.
yeah.
Paramount.
It's the first date that, if I'm wrong, let me know. I don't think I am though. It's because the version of 25 to Life now with Jay singing and Warren and all them, they're changing the name to Nailed to the Cross. And I want
Yeah.
to, because 25 to Life under that name is playing the Brick by Brick EP release show on the 26th of April up in Albany, which I'll be at. And then
That's the Empire
Empire
Underground place, right?
Underground.
Where Mike is over. Yeah.
Yeah, where Valenti is. Fucking. That's another guy. I see him. All I got to do is look at him, and I just start laughing.
Oh, he's a fucking ball breaker.
Oh, but he's the fucking best, man. We text each other. There's so much bullshit that goes on. I'm at work just laughing. Guys, like, what are you laughing at your phone for? I'm like, you won't understand. You just won't understand.
I tell you, I had him fucking laugh when the Agnostic Front tour we played our last show up there, and after the set, I'm sitting in the back with Craig was there,
Oh.
Valente and Roger. We were just sitting down chilling, and Mike comes over. He's smiling at me. He goes, "Isn't this more fun than touring with Marauder?"
Oh
And
fuck.
I laughed. I says, "A case of the fucking clap is more fun than touring with Marauder." He was fucking. Roger just shook his head.
Yeah,
But
and what's hilarious is the beef. It's like a decade old now. He broke it down because I had Mike on a few episodes back, and he broke down. It's like 10 years old at this point. His beef that he has with Chris Jericho. It's fucking hilarious.
oh man.
He
But
fucking trolls
like I
Chris.
said, real quick, what I just said, I don't even want to say that all the time I was in Marauder was bad. It's not. I'm not gonna say that.
Right.
I had I had a lot of great shows, and we toured Japan, and it was one of the most phenomenal experiences of my life. I'm not gonna bullshit and say, oh, every minute sucked because it didn't.
Right.
You know, at the end, obviously, is when everything, the fucking wheels fell off, for me anyway. But
Okay.
but anyway, let him fucking wallow in his misery. Let him fucking do whatever the fuck he's got to do. But um,
Yeah.
and you know,
Yeah.
and nothing coming out of it. He's gonna be a miserable bastard his whole life. And
Let people be
he,
miserable.
yeah, fuck it. I just
None of
wanna,
your
like
business.
I said, I wanna play my guitar, take care of my mother, and surround myself with decent people.
That's
You
it.
know, that's all. That's all I want to do. I have some really good people.
Yeah, man.
Um, I have some friends that I talk to every day that
Yeah.
make me smile. You know what I mean? And for the most part, everything's good. But like I said, I wanted. It was like a negative, not a negative podcast, but it was more like a venting
Yeah.
one where, because like I said, I just hate to see people get away with shit. Nobody says nothing. Nobody, oh, you can't say that. You can't say. And like I said, the bottom line, I say whatever the fuck I want to whoever the fuck I want. I don't care.
Right.
I really don't. Not when if I was wrong, it's a different story.
Right.
I'm not wrong in this case. I
Right.
didn't do anything wrong. If I was, or if I did something wrong, I'd man up to it.
Right.
But I'm not fucking wrong in this, but in this situation.
I get that. You know how many times I've admitted that I was wrong in certain shit, certain things? Certain things were not me. Certain things were fucking some other people. You know how many times like I don't give a fuck. Like you know how many times I've admitted to people, yo, that's my fault. That's on me. Like I have no problem doing that at all, at all. But if
Yeah.
I'm right with something and something was not my fucking deal, then that's what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? And whatever.
And what makes it worse is that when you're like, if I'm right about something and I'm people are trying to tell me don't say nothing, don't you can't do this, you can't say that, and fuck that.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I'm right, I'm right.
Yep.
If I was wrong, I wouldn't be sitting here right now talking to you like this, Jimmy. You know what I mean? And I'm just sick and tired. I'm fed up with it, man. I got too much shit on my fucking plate. And let me tell you something, right now my main priority is taking care of my mother. All music, everything aside. I've worked my fucking ass off to make sure my mother's as comfortable as possible in, for whatever time is left. You know what I mean?
And
And
that's exactly what you should be doing. 100%.
yeah, and when people, I'm cunty as it is. You know what I mean? I'm stressed out. I'm cunty as it is. And when people are coming at me, bothering me, and just leave me the fuck alone. Go back
Nonsense.
under whatever rock you crawled out of. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Leave me the fuck alone because I'm telling you, everything I got bottled up in me, man, it's not going to end well.
Right.
It's not. And, um, many people have tried. So we'll see, see what happens. And I'm not doing this just because I want to fight somebody. I'm
Right.
not. I'm doing this because I want to get off my chest and show people who the fuck certain people are about. And but I'm not holding back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not holding back. Now, let's say certain jerk off in a wheelchair came and you can't fucking hit him because he's in a wheelchair. What if he pulled out a gun and shot me then?
Right.
What is it? What would that say? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's you don't know.
Right.
You never know. But I can't do anything. No, I could. Don't but I don't want to. He's not worth it.
Right.
That's why I didn't even mention his name because he's dying for fucking attention and I'm not giving him no fucking attention like where people are going to be like,
yeah.
Oh, well, who is this? Let me look up his name. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
They all know the other two jerk offs for fucking decades. So there's no need to, they know what these fucking jerk offs are. But as far as the other guy, there's no need to say his name because whoever knows him knows what I'm talking about.
Right.
And whoever don't know him, well, they don't have to know him because he's not worth knowing.
Right.
Yeah, and he's not worth looking up, and he's not worth giving him fucking friend requests or any likes or any bullshit like that. Fuck him. You know what I mean? Let him be miserable. The people are obviously miserable in life if they're gonna spend their fucking time coming at me.
Yeah.
I get along with most people.
Yeah.
A lot of people like me.
Right.
But it is what it is. But I'm not sitting back and taking no bullshit from nobody. I don't give a fuck who it is. I really don't care. Nah, I'm not gonna.
Nope.
I put up with a lot of shit already in my life that I shouldn't, but I do. And it's not happening. Not from these fucking losers. I'll tell you that. And like I said, anybody has a problem or whatever, they know where to find me. They know where to reach me. But they won't because they're keyboard commandos and they're fucking punks, cowards, bitches, faggots, assholes, jerk offs. And yeah, I said the word faggot. Who the fuck cares, all right?
Whatever.
I don't give a fuck. I really don't. And the way I use that term is not a derogatory gay term. It's you got to grow up in Queens to understand it. If you don't understand it, then too fucking bad.
I've never called an actual gay person a faggot. No.
No, neither have I.
My friends are faggots. Stop being a faggot. Like it's not.
Yeah, it's just it's just a
I've
fucking
never
term.
called somebody who has an ailment or something wrong with them a retard. No, I'm a fucking retard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and my daughter call each other retards all the time. You know what I mean? It's like you're a retard.
Yeah.
I would never call somebody with a legitimate disability a retard. I don't do that. My friends.
No. Yeah,
that would be a retard in order for me to get along with you. You're a half a retard.
You're more than you're like 3/4.
I'm like 3/4, and the other quarter is a jerk off. That's fine.
Yeah, so you're a jerk tard or whatever.
That's
the fuck
it.
you
That's
want to
me,
call.
and that's fine. People call me jerk off. I'm like, yeah, and why you tell me something about myself that I don't know? Like, yeah, all right, great. Ooh, I'm a jerk off. All right, I'm an asshole.
Yeah, because I just want all the fucking witch hunters and all the touchy people, all the offended fucking assholes to leave me the fuck alone.
I get it.
All right. And if you're friends with people I talk to and you're fans of people I talk to, I don't give a fuck. It makes no, I'm not telling you not to be.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to, that's up to you. You know, that's on you. But I'm not taking no fucking verbal and written abuse from any of these fucking assholes because it's not happening. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Tired of it. So now I said what I said. We said some positive stuff about music and all of this stuff. Now, I'm probably just gonna go in and go to sleep now because it's fucking 10:05. It's like past my bedtime.
Yeah, me too. This is the time where if I had to do some shit on the computer, like do a fly, whatever. But I'm good right now. I'm probably just gonna shut it down. I'll throw something on the TV for a little while, and it's a wrap. I got work in the morning.
Yeah, I gotta run around.
This will be up in a few days. I'll put this up sometime. I send it out to my guy. He puts the little intro on it. He gives it back to me. So as soon as he gives it back to me, the next day I'll put it up. I'll let you know exactly when.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, man.
And I hope the audio.
Yeah.
Hope the audio.
I've been watching it. I think everything is going to be cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
official
thanks again
_Big Rob Shreds Rob Castoria on Facebook, and follow the podcast on Instagram at Relatively Unscathed. The other shit is all fucking any other Instagram with the Blast Furnace podcast. Pretend it doesn't exist. It's been hacked for like 3.5 years. I have no access to it. God only knows what's on that fucking page. I can see it. It's still up, but I have no access. Like the last time I posted something was like 2022. I have no access to it. Relatively Unscathed. That's the name of the book that I wrote. That's in the hands of my fucking editor. So that's the podcast / book, whatever, blah, blah, fuck. I don't need any more fucking social media. So I just combined everything into one, and that's that. And then there's the Brooklyn Blast Furnace Podcast group on Facebook. That's where you can find it. Or Jimmy Ferrari. That's me, my regular fucking Jimmy the Jerk Off Ferrari on Facebook. And fucking send me a friend request.
I knew you forgot one. Google Jimmy the Jerk Off and his
page.
Oh
yeah. See this fucking fotch right here. I'm good with that though. I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
But then thanks again, Jimmy, and
anytime, dude.
Hit me up during the week whenever it's ready. I guess I'll probably see you on Sunday over there at AF.
100%. 100%. It's sold out and shit. I got tickets. I don't know if you do, but I'm sure you could make your way in. And yeah, 100% I'll be there. I got tickets a long time. I saw like Roger posted on like his personal Facebook or something like that. Like low tickets. Like there was literally like 15 tickets left.
I think it sold out before they even started the tour. It was like the first of the places to sell out on their tour.
Yeah, but I managed to grab a ticket, so I'm in.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Get in. Sure. I could probably get in, but I'm like, fuck that. Let me get a ticket. So
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll see you there 100%.
Cool, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And like I said,
I'll be there for doors probably because I want to see Fire is Murder and all the other bands and shit. So I'll be there.
Yeah. I'll be there early as well for sure, man. I'll go see what's up to Artie and them and Steve and
everybody.
I want to see all the bands, whatever, have a few laughs and
it'll be a good time.
Definitely.
Murphy's Law. Fucking say let's fucking hang out with Jimmy G for a little while. Another person you just look at, you just laugh.
I'm supposed to. I got to actually talk to him because he wanted me to play guitar for a tour for them as well. So I got to see what's up.
That'll always be a fucking fun thing to do.
Oh yeah, it'd be great, man. I love them since the '80s, man. They used to play some of their songs back in the day when I was in my thrash band. We used to play Murphy's Law songs too.
Metal Storm.
Yeah, man. The real Metal Storm, not the fucking Brooklyn fucking imposters. See, I don't know what is it with fucking Brooklyn, because we had that name like a few years later. These guys came out and somebody came up to me on Rockaway in the beach.
What is it with Brooklyn? I don't fucking know. We're jerk off.
Yeah. I'm standing there and I'm laughing because I'm standing there with Hamble, right? And fucking this guy's like, oh yeah, so and so from Metal Storm said you guys better change your name or they're gonna come kick your ass. I'm like, oh yeah? I said, all right, well, I'm here every day, so tell them to come talk to me. What is with Brooklyn? Everybody wants to fucking kick your ass. Everybody thinks they're street thugs, but they they have a band rehearsal, and it's like a seminar on how to talk like a jerk off. Fuck out.
I don't know.
Please, man, over a bullshit band name, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
But anyway, this is I'm now entering a jerk off free environment.
Yes, we are. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to avoid the jerk offs. Even though I am a jerk off, I try to avoid the jerk offs. It's a crazy fucking cycle, bro.
Oh, and speaking of jerk offs, next time you see Joey Z, ask him about the fucking jerk off. I did a seminar on tour with them about different levels of jerk off, and we printed it out or whatever. Joey carries it in his fucking folder. He takes it to Europe with him. He takes it on tour. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Next time you see Joey, their tour just ended, so they'll be back soon.
Yes.
But next time you see him, ask him about the levels of jerk off. He fucking laughs. They all do. Veronica, Mina, fucking Alan, they all die laughing, man. They were like, that's fantastic.
Yes.
I had the actual seminar backstage at Warsaw. That's when I gave them like a briefing on it. They were fucking pissing themselves.
Well, it's true. There's different levels of jerk off. Like there's the
Yeah.
bad jerk off, like you're a real fucking jerk off, and then there's jerk off like you're a jerk off. Like you're all right, but you're a jerk off anyway. Some of my
Yeah,
best
you
friends are
got
jerk
yeah,
offs.
yeah, you gotta see the fucking the breakdown of it. I don't remember it offhand, so I don't want to fuck it up if I try and say it, but
Right.
we were dying laughing.
Next time I
Um
see him, I'll bullshit with him. I'll ask him about the fucking
yeah,
jerk.
fucking Brian Perlis, the you know, we bunked together on the tour. He does the merch for LOA.
Yeah,
He did a fucking PowerPoint presentation he did it on his fucking laptop and we printed it out and everything. Fucking fantastic, bro.
that's fantastic.
But I speak the truth. I'm not fucking.
Right.
I speak the truth, then I make you laugh.
Right. See?
You know, so you get the best of both worlds.
There it is. You heard it first here,
But
kid.
but
Good
on
shit
that note,
on that.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start building this fucking ark over here. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
You do what you
But
gotta do. I'm gonna do what I have to do over here. And yeah, bro, we'll keep in touch. I'll see you Sunday. This will be out before Sunday anyway. And
yeah,
yeah, we'll see each other. We'll hang out. We'll have a few fucking laughs. We'll fucking look at everybody and we'll fucking everyone's. There's the levels of jerk off
yeah,
in the room.
exactly, man. I gotta. I know I have the copy somewhere in the house of the presentation, but I'm telling you, Joey takes it everywhere with him. It's great.
That's awesome. Good shit, bro. Well, listen, be
Yeah,
safe.
man.
Be
I
safe.
will, bro.
Do what you got to do, and we'll definitely be in touch. And I'm sure I'll speak to you before Sunday, but we'll hang out on Sunday. We'll have a few laughs.
Most definitely, bro. Have a good night, and I'll see you soon, bro.
You got it, brother.
All right, later, Jimmy.